Hello ladies and gentlemen, Sharif here, hope you're all doing well. Welcome to the channel that tells you others don't. What have I got today? I've got a really nice little mini Aspire Minican. There you go, there it is there, as you can see there. I got it in the blue as well, that one. I got another color as well. Nice bright colors. That's the, it's an orange one. It's a bit bright, but why not? That's the box it comes in. It's such a tiny little box, so there's hardly anything to it really. All you get is the pod, the mod itself. We get one pod and the micro USB and a manual that is a bit of a broadsheet really, because it's got so many languages in it. You got a 350 mAh worth of a battery. Is an internal battery. The pod is 1.2 mesh coil in there, and it's the material is canthal, on that one. So it gives mesh usually give a better flavor because the heat is distributed much better. It fires on bypass. Now the bypass is that you get the full charge of the battery. And then as the battery, as you're using it, the battery is going to go down, and the unfortunate thing with that thing is you will lose a bit of the power, the throat heat and the amount of vapor. It's not noticeable, to a large extent, but it is eventually, when you reach about 30%, worth of the battery. It's an auto draw only. There's no buttons in there. It's got a good sensor on it. Very, very good, overall, really. It's a micro USB. It comes with one pod only, so you will need to, to consider, getting a pack of spare pods, if you think of buying one of them. Very, very good. I like it. It's quite a small one, quite a tiny one. Very good for stealth vaping. You can see, you can hold it like that, and you can see anything about it. Your LED is at the bottom there. There it is here. It's straightforward. When it's charging, it stays on. It will go off when it's fully charged. Equally the same as you're using it. There's no lights in there. It's only white, so it's white. Yeah, it stays white, and in the end, when it's time to charge, it will start flashing. But you will know when it's time to charge because of the battery, because it's it works on a bypass. So when you run out of vapor, shall we say, or the vapor decreases quite a bit, the sensor is going to start cutting off a bit early. So all these are telltale signs that you will need to, to charge the battery. The sensor is quite good. It's a very small sensor, a very tiny one, and I'll show you the, in the photo. It's sometimes when you get condensation on there, all you need to do really, or the puff or the drag starts getting a bit intermittent. All you do is just pull it and you just blow in it with a piece of tissue. That is a tiny bit of condensation due to the heat, obviously, and the difference in temperature, outside and inside here. So you just give it a couple of blows, and that will sort it out. The pod itself is quite, it's not that dark, so you can see, how much liquid is left in there. You can see there, there's, it's not that dark, unlike some other ones, which they're dark. The filling is, you've got a bit of a lip there, which is, which is quite nice, quite well thought of, and that's the thing there. And sorry, I was here. And you just pull it, but that lip makes things a lot easier in there. So you pull it, and that exposes the filling hole. The filling hole is quite good. It's surrounded by, or it is, stainless steel. And I haven't come across that one before, but Aspire thought of that one. There is a bit of a membrane inside as well, which is, I looked at it and I thought, is it? But it is there, and it doesn't prevent the air coming out though. So when you're filling, I haven't had a problem with it, and I filled it quite a few times. And then you put the plug or the grommet back in there. Make sure it is, fitted properly. I like the shape of it. So it works quite well. As you can see there, the hole is not right in the well, it is in the middle, but there is a bit of I don't know, a bit of a slope in there, so to direct the air. So performance-wise, let's talk about performance. The performance, as you've seen, it's quite a good performance. All the way down to maybe 40%, maybe more, due to the bypass. Decent amount of vapor. The vapor comes out, quite dense. So don't expect clouds but the density is quite good, on that one, especially given the size of it. There's no leaks. I haven't experienced any leaks. Nothing inside there. Maybe that little bit of condensation, which you will know that there is a bit of condensation when you get an intermittent sensor, and just blowing it and or a piece of tissue, but preferably piece of tissue and a couple of blows there, and that will clear it off. The throat hit is, is very good, for the size of it. It's not a massive throat hit, but it's a very good one. I mean, I'm a bit critical, about throat hit. I like a strong throat hit. I use 18 mg, but there's a lot of people that use 6 and 12. For that one, I suggest as a medium vapor, 12 mg, 6 to 12 mg. If 12 is a bit too harsh, then go down to 6. And the flavor. So the mesh, yeah, did make a bit of a difference. So I got one flavor in that one. Let's try that one. Yeah, there is a difference in the flavor, so it does depict the flavors, very well. I mean, these are liquids that I'm quite familiar with, so I know what they're like when, in use. So I tend to stick, to 2 or 3 different flavors, so I know, it depicts the flavors, very well. The vapor is quite warm as well, so, it's just about right, given the mesh, I suppose, coil, but it's a nice warm vape. Going back to the, talking about performance, going back about the air holes, I mean, this is, a very good thing because it's nicely placed. As you can see, it's one on each side, so it's nicely placed. Now, if this is too airy for you, as it is like that, which I think is quite respectable as it is, but if you want a tighter draw, block 1, the DIY AFC, do it yourself airflow control. This one is very easy to do because it's got nice smooth edges, there. So, tape will stick to that very, very, very well. So if you're in love with it and you want a tighter draw, then just stick a tape here. Or just do it because of the way it is, it's such a small thing. You hold it like that and you just take a drag. Let's give it a drag and see with one hole. It's gone, quite tight, straight away you can notice the difference. And if you want a really, really tight draw, you just block both of them, which, let's give it a go. That becomes a very tight draw. You still get a decent amount of vapor. The flavor doesn't change. The flavor is still there, on either, loose or medium or a tight draw on on that one. So that's a bit of a bonus in there. The position and the shape of it makes it a lot easier, to control these airflows. Not many people are, say about how to control these things, but I thought I'd mention it because I use it, sometimes. No, not on that particular one, but some of them are very, very airy, so I just control it that way. I just block the air hole. Tell me if you do. And if you experienced that before, I would love to know. It's good to know, these things. Whether people are actually, using or making use of these air holes, especially if they are, well placed. Like this one. There's quite a few other ones as well. So yeah, there you have it. That's the Aspire Minican. I hope you like the video, and if if I missed anything, please feel free to let me know. And I'll see you again in another video. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you reach the end of the video. That's great. Thank you so much. Bye bye.